Definition: a very good magician. Solution: a super duper. And our solution to fun with a pun on television is definition. Let's say hello to the super duper star of our show, Jim Perry.
Why, thank you, David. You know, I'm looking forward to a good week, and you start off with an opening definition like that, David. I don't know. Hope you're looking forward to a good week, too. Let us get back to business. We crowned 5-time champions on our last show, so we have 2 teams of challengers. Let us reintroduce, first of all, the team on my left.
That's the pair of in-laws to be, Jim, Cindy Silman and Ron Weir.
Hello there, Ron. Cindy, nice to see you again. You got off to a pretty good start, as a matter of fact. In our best 3 out of 5 match, you're ahead 2-1, so you could win with one more definition. But the other team of challengers, of course, could tie up the match with the first definition of the day. Let's meet them again.
Okay, Jim, our husband and wife team of Rick and Joanne Earl.
Hello there, Rick, Joanne. Nice to see you again. You seemed rather confident towards the end. I'm sure you still feel that you can come back, right?
Sure do.
All righty, go ahead. You need this one to tie. Sydney and Ron could win with it. And here's the first definition of the week.
What the salesman wished his rival.
What the salesman wished his rival. What the salesman wished his rival. And as you're trailing, we'll start with you. Rick, give a letter away that you do not want.
Z, please.
There is no Z. And Joanne, that means you can take a letter that you do want.
An E?
There is an E. There is one E in the last word, here. You put a letter up there. Either of you can give me a guess. Do you know what the salesman wished his rival? There's the signal time is up. Over to Ron to give one away.
I'll give away a J.
There is no J. And Cindy, you can take a letter.
A Y, please.
Oh, an unusual letter. You're right, there are 2 of them. Here's one Y. Here is the second one. You're the new champions if you know what the salesman wished his rival.
Many happy returns.
That's exactly what it is for the win. Many happy returns. Salesman wished his rival that everything would be sent back. Well, very quickly, Ron and Cindy become the new champions, and they win this prize.
From Krahler, a durable high-back swivel rocker features deeply padded semi-attached button-tufted back, reversible seat cushion, and tailored balance, all handsomely upholstered in a hard-wearing acrylic velvet.
Again, our congratulations. We'll play the bonus for cash here in a moment, and we'll doggone, we get back confident, and all of a sudden, let's see, Ron got the first couple, and suddenly Sydney goes boom, and she gets one, and it was a tough battle there. Hope you come back and see us. Thank you for coming and joining us today. Rick and Joanne Earl, that's nice to hear. You had a good time. We have some nice parting gifts for you. Thank you, Rick and Joanne.
Thank you.
And we will get to the bonus with our new champions right after this commercial timeout. I'm embarrassed. Ron reminded me I said Sydney, and I meant to say Cindy, so I won't make that mistake again. Cindy and Nebuchadnezzar will play the bonus after we look at the runner-up prizes.
The compact Tefal mini fryer with charcoal filter and locking lid fries safely without cooking odors or splatters, complete with fondue forks from Tefal by Seb. Or a vacuum cleaner, compliments of Totes. When the weather turns bad, turn to a Totes. Rain rolls right off. Totes hats and caps that you can take along anywhere to stay warm and dry.
All righty, let's get to the bonus with our new champions. What do we have, David?
Why the short waiter never declared his tips on his income tax.
Why the short waiter never declared his tips on his income tax. Worth $220 if you know it right now.
He was...
That's the way to do it. Here come the letters alphabetically. Give as many answers as you'd like for 210. Here's your first letter. Why the short waiter never declared his tips on his income tax. Just picture a short waiter at work. Why he never declared his tips on his income tax. 180.
He was something under the table.
Yes?
He was...
Paid under the table.
You got it for $160. He was paid under the table, yes. That's why I said picture a short waiter. Right? He's very short, and he's sitting under there grabbing his tips this way. He was paid under the table, so no one knew about it. $160 for Cindy and for Ron, and of course their first win. If they become 5-time champions, they will win this.
The Minolta Maxim 5000 and 1800 AF Flash. Enjoy creative photography the easy way. It's the world's easiest to use autofocus SLR, perfect for the photographic hobbyist.
And a new team of challengers joining us, David, if you will.
Well, Jim, that'd be our father and daughter team of Donald Livingston and Sandra Ditz.
Hello there, Donald. Sandra, nice to see you again. And we are seeing you again. I think we had a little board mix-up there, and of course we felt you might have been disadvantaged, and whenever a team we feel is disadvantaged, we always like to give you the benefit of the doubt and invite you back. So we're delighted to have you back here with us.
Thanks.
Let us get reacquainted with you. For any new viewers, Sandra is a secretary, word processor, like snowmobiling, camping, and swimming. Sounds like you've got all the seasons covered for a busy lady.
When I have time.
Yeah, nice to have you back. Donald, production planner for a printing company, golf and photography. You once gave a friend a crash course in driving instruction.
Unfortunately, I filled in for my father-in-law teaching a neighbor to drive, and her biggest problem was backing up. I took her down to the supermarket parking lot and showed her how to back into a parking space. And I knew there was a post there, but I didn't know there was a big cement abutment at the bottom of it.
Oh,
and
nice.
I did a number on her car.
Yeah, and now she goes around looking for cement to back into because she figures that's the way you're supposed to do it, right? Donald told me that. Nice to have you here. Let's get into the match. Here's the first definition.
Liberalized stevedores.
Liberalized stevedores. You all know stevedores, what stevedores do for a living and all, right? Yes? Okay. Do you? Yes, Donald, you'll say? Okay. Liberalized stevedores. And Eva Goodwin of North Tonawanda, New York, south of the border, sent this in. Liberalized stevedores. Starting with the challenging team, that'll be you, Donald. Give a letter away.
Give the Z.
There is no Z, and Sandra, you can take a letter.
I will take an F.
F is in Frank. There is an F, one F that goes here at the beginning of the word with that one lone letter. Do you know liberalized stevedores?
Free Dockers?
Incorrect. Over to Cindy. Give a letter away.
I'll give away an X.
No X. Take a letter, Ron.
I'll take an L.
L is in Larry. Yeah, there's an L. It goes right here at the beginning of the word. Do you know liberalized stevedores?
Freeloaders.
That's right. Freeloaders. That's the phrase. You were on the right track with the free dock, but I think if you had them, they were going to dock, but they, of course they load the ships, and that is the well-known phrase, freeloaders. It sounds very funny to say south of the border, North Tonawanda, New York. They probably get more snow than you get here in Toronto. It is 1-0, favor the champions, but we thank you for taking part in the show south of the border. Let's see how we do with this definition.
What lazy musicians compose.
What lazy musicians compose. What lazy musicians compose. Your trailing will start with you, Sandra. Give a letter away.
I will give away the X.
There is no X. And Donald, this time you can take a letter.
A D, please.
D is in Donald. No D. No letter on the board. No guess at what lazy musicians compose. We're over to Ron to give one away.
I'll give away a J.
There is no J. Cindy, take a letter.
An N, please.
N is in Nancy. Great choice. 3 of them. Here comes one. Here's the second. And here's the third. For those 3 N's, do you know what lazy musicians compose? Back we go to the challenging team, and Sandra to give one away.
I'll give away the K.
There is no K. Take a letter, Donald.
An E, please.
There is one E that goes here at the end of this 4-letter word. Do you know what lazy musicians compose? And we go over to Ron to give a letter away.
Give away a Q.
There is no Q. Take a letter, Cindy.
A T, please.
T is in Thomas. 2 T's. Here's 1 T here. Here is the second for your second definition. Do you know what lazy musicians compose?
Nothing of note.
That's the phrase, nothing of note. Yeah. Musicians deal with notes. If they're lazy, they don't write much music. They could have nothing of note. Cindy and Ron lead 2-0. Sandra and Donald got to get going. Need this one to stay in the match.
Kidding a canine.
Kidding a canine. Kidding a canine. Oh, Donald's whispering, and we're starting with you because you're trailing. Give one away. Now, if you have an
Give
idea,
away
be
the
very
W.
careful. There is no W. Take a letter, Sandra.
I'll take a P.
P is in Peter. There is 1 P. Goes here at the beginning of the word. Does that mean you know kidding a canine?
Putting on the dog.
You got it. You're on the board. Putting on the dog it is. Yes. You're back into the match. Putting on the dog. You're putting him on. It's 2-1. As a matter of fact, you're not only back in the match, but because you're still trailing, we're starting with you again with this definition.
What the crooked jeweler
Whoops,
sold.
we're going to drop that out because the letter went down in there. I'll tell you what it is, just so you, at home. What the crooked jeweler sold to the wealthy diamond buyer, what he sold was a false hope. The Hope Diamond, false. Do you know they put it on my card so I know these things. The Hope Diamond is 44.5 carats. 44.5
That's a lot of
carats.
salad.
That's a lot of salad. We will go on to the. Thank you, David, for putting a punchline on that. Here is the next definition.
Address of a rich doctor.
Address of a rich doctor. Address of a rich doctor, and you are trailing. We will start with you, Donald, and give a letter away.
Give away the Z.
There is no Z. Sandra, to take a letter.
I'll take an L.
L is in Larry, no L. No letter on the board, no guess. We're over to Cindy. Give a letter away.
An X, please.
There's no X. Ron, to take a letter.
I'll take an O.
There is one O. One O in the last word, here. And of course, you could win with this definition. Do you know address of a rich doctor? Back to the challengers and Donald to give one away.
Give the W, please.
No W. Take one, Sandra.
Okay, I'll take an E.
There are three of them. That's a very good choice. Here's one, the second, and the third. Got vowels in all three words, and we have a tie match if you know address of a rich doctor.
No.
Oh, I thought Sandra was going to say something. Over to you, Cindy. Give one away.
A J, please.
There is no J. Ron, to take a letter.
I'll take an R.
R is in Ron. One R goes here at the end of the word. With your first consonant, you have your second win if you know address of a rich doctor. Back over to Donald. Give a letter away.
Give the Y.
There's no Y. Take one, Sandra.
I'll take an M.
M is in Mary. One M goes here at the beginning of this word. Tie match if you know address of a rich doctor. Oh, thought they might have it there. Cindy, back to you to give one away.
A K.
There's no K. Take one, Ron.
Take a D.
D is in dog. There are two of them. Here is one D. Here is the second for the win. Address of a rich doctor.
The bedside manor.
That's right, the bedside manor. He's rich. He's got a manor, M-A-N-O-R. And of course, they say a doctor has a bedside manor, M-A-N-N-E-R. Cindy and Ron, their second win, and this prize. Third win, I beg your pardon.
The World Book 22-volume encyclopedia, including research guide and index volume. Easy to use, easy to read, and easy to understand. Furnished by World Book Childcraft International.
We'll play the bonus for cash in a moment. This is your second win, right? Let us clarify that. Got to say goodbye to Sandra and Donald. Well, I thought you had a shot with that bedside manor when you took that M. What were you thinking of? You were so
I
close
was thinking of medicine something.
Oh, yeah, rich doctor. You had to get the
Yeah.
manor house. There's so many things associated with rich, including that Hope Diamond, right? We thank you for coming back, and of course, for coming back, we have some nice gifts for you. So thank you for being here. Donald Livingston and daughter Sandra Ditz. Thank you very much. Bonus for Cindy and Ron, and this is what we have. David?
Why the optometrist became a school teacher.
Why the optometrist became a school teacher. $230 if you know it now.
He wanted to something the
See?
pupils.
Here come the letters. You're
He
so
wanted
close.
to see
See the-
some pupils.
No.
He wanted to.
Why became a school teacher?
He wanted,
Oh, you're so close.
he wanted
wanted-
to.
I mean,
He wa-
school.
He
He
wanted
wanted
to. Teach? No.
No.
He wanted to see.
Yes.
I need another letter. He wanted to see some.
Pupils?
No.
No, not some.
He wanted
More.
to
He wanted to
That's-
see more pupils.
You got it for $150. You wanted to see more pupils. Yeah, you had to think for a moment. An optometrist only sees one person in the office, but a teacher has a lot of kids out there, so he became a teacher because he wanted to see more pupils. Finally, well, you started off with a good, and you did it right. You talked out loud and finally got the handle on it and got $150 out of it. Well done. New team of challengers coming out after this commercial timeout.
Come on now, you'd like to win some prizes and take home some cash. Be a contestant. Write definition CFTO TV Box 9 Station O, Toronto, Ontario. M4A2M9, Jim.
I thank you, David. New team of challengers. Who are they?
That's a husband and wife duo, Jim. Like you to meet Cease and Doreen Williamson.
Hello there, Cease, Doreen. Nice to have you both here. Let us get acquainted before we get into the match. Doreen is a material manager, likes baseball and gardening, and a big Blue Jays fan.
Yes.
It's nice that they're finally doing well after sitting through all the bad years, huh?
Yes.
How often do you get to go to the games?
Not often enough.
Not often. Yeah, if you're a big fan, you like to get there a lot. And Cease is a personnel officer, likes photography, gardening, and bicycling. Well, as a bicyclist, I must ask you, Cease, is it true that once you ride a bike, you never forget? Is that right?
Only if you lose a momentary concentration problem.
Yeah, what happened to you?
Well, a slight distraction.
Uh-huh.
And I accidentally ran into an automobile that was
Oh.
parked illegally.
Oh. Well, I mean, if it's parked illegally, you have a right to run into it, right?
Yes, but it ruined the bicycle.
I would think so, yes. Okay, nice to have you here, Cease. Let's get into the match now as the champions try for their third win and the Williamsons try to unseat them, starting with this.
An unimportant fact for a coal digger.
An unimportant fact for a coal, C-O-A-L, for a coal digger. Champions are buzzing, but we start with the challengers. Doreen, give a letter away.
A Z?
There is no Z, and Cease, you can take a letter.
An E.
There are two E's, one in each of these two rather large words, here and here. Do you know an unimportant fact for a coal digger? Over to the champs. Ron to give a letter away.
We'll give away an X.
No X, and Cindy to take a letter.
A D.
D as in dog, one D going at the beginning of this word. Do you know an unimportant fact for a coal digger?
A minor detail.
That's right, it's a minor detail. Coal digger is a minor. M-I-N-E-R, not M-O-N-O-R. And right away, the champs jump into a 1-0 lead. We're starting with the challengers again with this definition.
What some people do with their laundry.
Evelyn Rath of Victoria, BC sent this in, and Dave Duvall likes it. What some people do with their laundry. Cease, give a letter away.
An X.
There's no X. Doreen to take a letter.
E?
There is one E that goes here in this 3-letter word. A lot of short little words there. Do you know what some people do with their laundry? And we're over to Cindy. Give a letter away.
A Z.
There is no Z. Ron to take a letter.
I'll take a T.
T as in Thomas. Great choice. 3 of them. Here's one. Here's the second. Here's the third. Do you know what some people do with their laundry? Back over to the challengers who need this to tie and Cease to give one away.
A V.
No V as in Victor, and Doreen to take a letter.
An L?
L as in Larry. Another great choice. There are 3 of them, and 2 of them go together. You've got 7 consonants there. Do you have what some people do with their laundry?
Let it all hang out?
That's the phrase. They let it all hang out. Yeah. Good one from Evelyn Rath of Victoria, BC, and Doreen and Cease liked it especially because they tied up the match with it. This will break the tie. What do we have, David?
A litter of cats.
A litter of cats. Very inventive definition. A litter of cats. And as they got the last one, we start with the champions. Ron, give one away.
Give away a Q.
No Q. Take a letter, Cindy.
An R, please.
R as in Robert. No R. No guess at a litter of cats. Doreen, give one away.
A Z?
No Z. C. Take a letter, Cease.
C.
C as in Cease. One C going here at the beginning of this word. You can break the tie in your favor if you know a litter of cats. And we're over to Ron. Give one away.
I'll give away an X.
No X. Take a letter, Cindy.
A T, please.
T as in Thomas. 2 T's going together. And as I often say, that is often a help when you get a couple of letters together like that. Do you know a litter of cats? Back we go to the challenging team, and Doreen to give one away.
A J?
No J. Take one, Cease.
E.
2 E's. One in this word, second at the end of this word. Do you now know a litter of cats? Back we go to Ron. Give one away.
I'll give away a W.
No W. Cindy, take a letter.
An O, please.
There are 2 O's. 1 O here. Here is the second. Do you know a litter of cats?
Kitten Caboodle.
That's right, kitten caboodle. Yes. I'm sure you know that you've heard the term kit and caboodle. But the reason that played a litter of cats kitten caboodle is the word caboodle simply means a collection. That's exactly what, yes, that's exactly, there is a word, caboodle, and it means collection. So, of course, a litter would be a lot of cats, a collection of cats. All that literacy did not thrill Doreen and Cease at all, because they didn't get that definition. But we're starting with them, and they need this to tie.
Two people tiptoeing around.
Two people tiptoeing around. You need it, Cease. Give a letter away.
X.
No X. Doreen, take a letter.
An A.
There are 3 A's. That can help you a lot as you get one here. Here's the second. Here's the third. And you can tie up the match if you know two people tiptoeing around. Over to the champions and Cindy to give a letter away.
A Z, please.
No Z, and Ron to take a letter.
Take a K.
A K, an unusual letter. There is a K. It goes here. You can win with this. Do you know two people tiptoeing around?
A pair of sneakers.
Yes, indeed. You got that third win. You're right. That's what it is. Win number 3 for Ron and Cindy, and this prize.
Prizes on definition include the Brother VX857 full-featured lightweight combination free arm and flatbed sewing machine with stretch and zigzag stitches with built-in buttonholer. Create anything from delicate lingerie to sportswear.
Again, our congratulations. The bonus in a moment. Have to say goodbye to Cease and Doreen. Oh, you made a run at them, but they got going there, so we thank you for joining us. Hope you'll come back and see us again sometime. Cease and Doreen Williamson, thank you. And let us quickly get into the bonus with our champions.
What the medium said at the seance.
What the medium said at the seance. Big $240 if you know it right now. Here come the letters then alphabetically. For $230, here comes your first letter. There are no A, B, C's, or D's in the solution. What the medium said at the seance.
She
220.
She.
No, not she.
No,
Can't
no.
be she.
She said that.
Very well-known phrase. What the medium said at the seance.
Get.
Uh-huh.
Of
180.
the.
Get back the.
What would happen at a
Okay.
seance? What would you be looking for at a seance?
Get into the.
Uh-huh.
Swing of things.
Thing.
What?
Swing of things.
No. At a seance? At a seance? Oh, you're so close. At the seance. Ooh.
Singing of things?
Not the singing of things.
Get into the.
Very well-known phrase.
Get into the.
100.
Spirit of things.
Yes, you beat that last one for $100. Get into the spirit of things. That was my ghost impression. The champions have $100. I do a lousy ghost impression, and we will be right back. Well, a very good day for Cindy and Ron. They have their third win. They're going to try for win number 4 tomorrow against new challengers. I hope you'll be with us for that, and I do hope you'll enjoy the rest of your day. See you tomorrow on Definition.
Promotional consideration provided by Visions Range Top Cookware by Corning. Withstands heat that turns ordinary saucepans into sauce, and they're perfect for the microwave. Visions by Corning. And the Canon Sure Shot Supreme with advanced features such as auto flash, extended range autofocus, and many more. Canon Sure Shot Supreme. So simple, every shot's a sure shot. And Remington with the Remington micro screen and Lady Remington his and hers cordless rechargeable shavers. Shave as close as a blade, or you get your money back.